use this engine for?
I don't do a lot of wrenching in this video, but I did want to share it because it is the origin story of my relationship with this B18. Although I have some ideas, I don't know where this engine will end up. My Civic runs great, but I am having some oil consumption issues. I'm almost at 300,000 miles on the original engine, and it may be time for a rebuild. But while I troubleshoot it, I'll tear down this engine and start rebuilding it, and maybe I'll just swap it in. But anyway, this is how I ended up with an engine after taking a quick trip to the junkyard looking for a brake proportioning valve for my rear disc swap. So I'm at the junkyard in front of this Integra, and somebody has already done all the hard work to get this engine out. The head and the block are still there, but they did take the crankshaft pulley and the cam gears from what it looks like. I don't know, should I grab it for a swap? Because with the B18 bottom end, I can always swap over the VTEC head later. Who knows? I didn't plan on picking up an engine, but things happen. You know what I mean? So I got the engine loaded up, but I'm gonna come over here back to the car and see what other little fasteners I can get. Like, I'm gonna take this bracket because I don't know if my Civic has the same one, and there's little bolts like this that hold things on because they did take some of the stuff off. So I'm gonna snag some odds and ends and think I'll head out. As luck would have it, this Integra was in the very last row of the junkyard, so I had to walk it all the way to the front in this wheelbarrow. Now they have other types of wheelbarrows that would have made it easier, but I didn't want to walk all the way up to the front, all the way to the back, and then all the way back up again. So I took a few breaks, but I made it back to the front. Since I didn't plan on picking up an engine, I was ill-equipped to transport it back home. So I got the help of a cool dude named Sly. His real name's Sylvester, but this dude gave me a strap and he helped me put it in the trunk. Well, we got it part of the way in the trunk. So basically it's half in, and we strapped it down so that it wouldn't shake too much and so that my trunk wouldn't flap around. I pulled my hoist over to the trunk of the car and realized there was really no way to use the hoist to get it out. So I decided to try and use my muscle. If I ever end up with an engine in the trunk of my Civic again, I'm just going to take the trunk lid off and use the hoist. And you're about to see why. I got it. I don't got it. That shit, hoit! I busted my finger wide open, and it was pretty deep. I still don't know exactly how it happened, but it somehow got pinched between the bumper and the engine. I should have worn gloves, and looking at it now, I should have taken the trunk off and just lifted it out with the hoist. But luckily, my wife's a nurse, and she was able to clean it up and close it up, and I was able to get back to work. I connected a chain to the engine, lifted it up, and pulled it into the garage so that I could do a little bit of work on it before I put it on the stand. I'm going to clean out these holes a little bit because some of them got some schmutz in them. Yeah, I don't know how long this engine sat on the ground there, But I know a lot of folks don't want to go through the trouble to bring the hoist all the way from wherever it may be in the junkyard over to the car. I got lucky. The hoist was sitting right beside the car I wanted the engine from, so sometimes it works out. And of course, to mount it, I have to take off the pressure plate, and there may be room to leave the flywheel on, but I'm going to probably replace the seals behind it anyway, so I'm going to take the flywheel off too. Actually, the clutch looks pretty good. It's an exity clutch. Look at that. I may hold on to this. Look up this part number and see exactly what I'm working with. But there is a lot of life left on this clutch. Huh. When I first started putting engines on engine stands, I would leave the entire engine stand completely assembled, and I would lift the engine with the hoist, line up the transmission mount points with the stand, and then put the bolts in. That was hard. I saw somebody do it like this, and I was like, that's the way to do it. But I had never seen anybody mount an engine before, so I didn't know what the most efficient way was, but this is the way to go right here. Alright, so I'm going to tuck it away in the corner of the garage till I'm ready to work on it. I actually want to work on it now, but I love my wife, so I'm going to go spend some time with her. You do. I'll go with you. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with this engine yet, but whatever I do, I will be sharing it on this channel. If you'd like to follow along and see the other work I do on my EJ1 Civic, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.